Peace, love, and harmony, family. I am Infinite Elevation, consciously keeping high vibrational love frequencies alive on the planet abundantly. Because we real G's know elevation is the way to grow exponentially, abundantly. Can you feel me? Now let's get into this. Now, today, let's talk about how being humanitarians create eternal wealth, the act of service unto each other. Now. And, we were born into a system that told us to chase a job now, to chase after things, and to go to work every day to get these things that supposed to improve our life in some way. And this job used to make our lives miserable, purposeless, question what is the purpose of life and all of that. And like my partner say, you don't get a job to be constantly chasing things and don't have a lifestyle for yourself now, to be just over broke. And that is what the system has programmed most of humanity to be, just over broke, always depending on them and always giving your energy to them, while they build their system upon the backs of our energy. When in fact the universe is saying to you, I give you a job, which is joy over boredom. And these jobs from the universe come encoded in every human being living on the planet. And most of you all know this. The thing that makes you spark up every day, that makes you happy to do it, that makes you passionate about what it is you do, and I live that every day for myself, because I am excited to come on here to talk about these things with you guys every day. It is my purpose, and it is very fulfilling to me to come and express myself and share my love and my experiences with you beautiful souls in every way, and it is because I'm having this universal job, which is the job that I hold sacred in my heart. I am very joyful. It is never boring for me, because I love to communicate and help other people become their greatest version, just as I have within myself. And now living the act of service as a humanitarian myself, wanting the best for every human being with their passion. And some might say, well, how do I go about doing this? Now, for me, I use the internet as a tool to deliver these messages every day. Excuse me, I have a mosquito here. He don't want to give up, but nevertheless, I go on. I use the internet as a tool to empower lives every day, because I consider myself a life coach to help people realize their power, their codes within themselves, and how important it is to listen to yourself and follow your heart in every way, And if you're like me and you are a humanitarian, you will get the tools to pursue your passion. You know, like me, for now, I have this phone and will upgrade to a camera, uh, lights, and all these different things, you know, that will come my way eventually, you know. But it have other people, it have other passions that people hold within themselves, like there are people who love to bake, it have people who love to clean, it have people who, you know, love to um you get the gist. People who love to drive, people who love to do, but all of it is under organic. When I mean organic, natural ways now, the need state that we are in, and this is what the universe has brought each and every one of us encoded with some passion that we love to do and will get up every day loving to do it. You know, I met people who love to find ways to make organic products for their home or cleaning solutions for their home. You know, I met people who have cook organic meals and share it with the world, or even have restaurants because of these organic meals, you know, and they find the tools to do this thing. A pot spoon could be a tool, you know, it is a tool for a chef, you know, and because we are in the age of where the internet is a space where we can showcase our passions, our talents, and be humanitarian in the way of cosmic laws and the laws of nature. We live and of service unto each other as humanitarians, giving the best to the collective, then to giving the best to our brothers and sisters, and by extension the generations to come now. And it is in doing, is in not doing, is in being this way we create we create eternal wealth through the act of service, and have the universe work in our favor. Because as we live in our heart space and do, I like that word, do, and become our greatest versions, being our greatest versions, physically, mentally, spiritually, or spiritually, mentally, physically, you know, because I don't like it that way. Spiritually, mentally, physically, we co-create eternal wealth. And some might say, well, what does that have to do with being humanitarian? Well, it means that you're reaching out to other beautiful souls like as ourselves, who are awakening and who are now starting to understand deeply who they are as human beings. And through the act of service, what that means collectively, we create a ripple effect out into the collective now, so that many of one passion can come together, and every passion that has a plan that is similar but different can render a service onto someone else, and have that person render a service onto them. You know, it's the web of life working for itself. You know, it is always nurturing, teaching, loving, giving, manifesting in a way that is wealthy, that will always echo out into eternity, you know, because we're living in that way that is innate, and the way that our divine source co-created reality authentically, you know, and not the way of a system that just wants to climb on our backs and take from us to build something that will try to destroy us. And it is because we choose to live as humanitarians and honor our divinity and living in our purpose in the way our divine Father, Mother, God intended life to be. Wealth comes to ourselves, our family, our generational timeline effortlessly because we take care of each other, we grow for each other, we expand for each other, we find ways to bring financial income to each other, financial freedom and income to each other, financial growth to each other, you know. And there are other ways that we can be humanitarians unto each other too, you know. I practice humanitarian in multiple ways, you know, not just through my business. I practice humanitarian ways through just making somebody smile, somebody who's having a bad day that didn't deserve it, you know, making somebody smile, you know. Or I'll give you an example of what I mean by this. You know, yesterday I had my neighbor give me a whole bunch of fig because the birds were eaten out. They ate out the first hand. And you know, I told him, I said, you know, don't let the birds eat out everything because I have more fig in where he is, you know. And he gave me the bunch of fig, but when he gave it to me, it was so much that I remembered another neighbor asking me for bananas, figs and bananas here. That's what we usually do. This is our Trini thing. So just understand that Trinidadians just use figs for in America. It's a little wrong thing. But fig mean banana here too. So let me use it to banana. And I had a neighbor who didn't have bananas, but she asked me a couple of months ago if I could give to her. And I remembered her and I took 2 hands from the 4 that I got from another neighbor and I gave it to her. And so this is what this is, being humanitarian. You know, is also being able to communicate with others who are reflecting the same kind of love and the care that you give unto yourself now, you know. And all of this is the act of service of being humanitarians, you know, and having that web of life function in a way that cannot be tampered with now, you know. And it is in being humanitarians and co-creating for our life and having the act of service bring wealth for our life in every way. Because I can tell you, the universe is very, very deeply attracted to your heart. You know, it knows what you feel about life itself now. You know, I always say it will create life to have life uneasy, worried, angry, you know, draining of its energy. It never created a life to be that way, and it will not ever be that way now and for all eternity, because we have woken up to our divine states. And now that we understand deeply what love really means, being humanitarians unto each other and respecting and honoring our divinity as gods and goddesses embodied in our body, gods and goddesses in our body, one avatar. We live our eternal wealth onto each other, because we were already wealthy when we came into this world. It's just programmings and a system that put us in place to make us feel like if we were poor, when the whole world is ours to have and to live onto each other, providing services onto each other as divine beings. And this is what creates eternal wealth for our life. You know, just honoring the fact that we are God, source, Father, Mother, God, because it's both a masculine and feminine within each other that is co-creating life. Just honoring that alone brings eternal wealth for our life, and the act of service unto each other. Now, in this state, you got to be careful, because you have, we know the act of discernment. We know also we have to discern people, places, situation that we'll try to take that for granted and know for ourselves that, hey, to listen to ourselves rather than to have anyone take that for granted. So in being humanitarian, yes, you got to always stay neutral, like I always mention in my messages, remain neutral while navigating reality, but positive onto yourself. Take everything that is negative and transmute it positive onto yourself, but remain neutral in reality, because we know what positive energy does and negative energy does if they are not in balance, not if they are not balanced. So you got to remain neutral in reality, but positive onto yourself, and know how what you feel from another, what is being seen from another, what is being expressed from another, while your intuition is telling you no, not to give your energy here. You know, humanitarian, being a humanitarian doesn't mean that you'll be all willing on a little whack, you know. Take the leap of faith and be humanitarians unto each other, and co-create eternal wealth through the act of service and respecting one another in their divinity. So that now continuously echoes out into the future, and humanity remains in the state of being of service unto each other and co-creating eternal wealth for ourselves as human beings, having experiences as spiritual beings having a human experiences, co-creating eternal wealth for ourselves and our family, and by extension, the generations to come, all because we choose to be humanitarians and co-create eternal wealth and have the universe work in our favor through the web of life that makes our life purposeful, fulfilled, enriched, abundant in every way through the act of service and being humanitarians for our eternal wealth that is now here to stay for all lifetimes. I hope this was helpful to someone today, as it is to myself, that love reigns within ourselves and allows us to be kind and gentle and loving ourselves with the fruits of the Spirit, with compassion and giving that ourselves, and also rendering services that are beneficial, that are universal and organic, continuously co-creating generational wealth for all eternity through the act of service and being humanitarians, first ourselves and collectively. I am Infinite Elevation, consciously keeping high vibrational love's frequencies alive abundantly, because we realize, no, elevation, you are being true humanitarians in the way of the heart and the lifestyle that the universe has encoded into each and every one to bring to the earth so that we can live eternal wealth and beauty onto the earth, being who we came here to be, the act of service collectively. To have a beautiful, spectacular, awesome, magical, amazing day. Bringing beautiful manifestations to the heart, from the heart to the mind, projected in reality in every way. Humanitarians we are, through the act of service and beautiful manifestations for our life in every way, showing up as blessings, breakthroughs, and miracles into our lives in every way. I love all of you. High vibrational, woohoo, 5D New Earth Stars. Have a good day now. Bye.